Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Allie, Alicia, whatever you guys call me. Welcome back to my channel. It is Thursday, January 26th. I guess this is part of like the new series or like the new thing I'm trying to do with my channel. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about like mental health, my mental health journey, and like where I think that it all started and everything. So the first time that I had a panic attack, I am pretty sure I was, sorry, this lighting isn't looking that great, but anyways, I'm pretty sure I was in like kindergarten or first grade. So my older brother used to go to a private school further away from where we lived, and then my younger brother and I went to the same elementary school. So we were supposed to wake up in the morning to go with my grandma to go drop off my older brother at school, so then she would only have to drop us off on the way home. And I think this one time my mom was actually taking us to school, and I just remember sitting in traffic. Like, it kind of felt like I was claustrophobic, but the car just felt like it was getting smaller and smaller and smaller and everything, and it was just not, I was just not having it. And I remember hyperventilating. My fingers and my toes went numb. I couldn't breathe. I just needed to get out of there, get out of the car. But of course we couldn't because we were in the middle of traffic. But that's the very first time that I had a panic attack. I must have been like 7 or 8 years old, I think. But I think that's around the time that I subconsciously knew that like all my mental health issues started. And yeah, it's very hard for me to talk about these things. I'm not sure why, when I've been an advocate for all of these things for how many years, and I talk about it like on my Instagram and everything, the hardships and everything that I'm going through. But for some reason, when I have to sit down in front of the camera, it's just totally different, because I have to be vulnerable like on the spot with you guys, and it's not like I can just completely hide behind a screen like I am like in front of the screen right now. But do you guys know what I'm saying? But so yeah, but I think that's kind of like when all my mental health issues started. Subconsciously I knew, like in elementary school and everything, like I knew something was wrong with me. I just didn't know what, because I was a kid and everything. And then the transition from elementary school to middle school was really hard too, because I did have a group of friends, but I think around middle school is when all the cliques started and everything, and I was having a really hard time finding my people. I was just kind of like a floater or whatever, that's what I used to call myself, because there just wasn't like one group of people that was really good friends. Like, I had a few people that I thought I was really good friends with, but those friendships ended through the transition from middle school to high school, partly because of the high school bully that I had. She had done a lot of things to a lot of my friends that I had at the time, saying like she kicked someone in the neck and said like, oh, Alicia told me to do this for you, and yada yada. Like, some of my friends from like middle school and everything, I do keep up with on social media. I don't know if they keep up with me, like we follow each other, but I don't know if they actually look at anything that I post. But I look at things that they post, because I still care about these people, like even though we're not friends anymore, we don't talk anymore. I still care about a few of them, because they made positive impacts on my life when we did have our friendships with each other and everything, and I wouldn't be the person that I am today without them. But yeah, so that transition from middle school to high school was also really hard for me. I never really felt like I belonged anywhere, and I think that's when I really like kind of realized that I have depression and anxiety and everything, and I was just learning about all these mental health issues and everything. And then after my first year in high school, that's when I was diagnosed with cancer, that summer between freshman year and sophomore year of high school. So that was really tough too. I had so much people that came to support me, that came to the hospital to see me. But after that, like, it was partly on me, but partly on them. Like, people keep saying like, oh, let me know if you need anything, let me know if you need anything. And then when you need someone, when you need your friend there for you, they're not, and everything. So my middle school friends I was no longer friends with them after that. But throughout high school, I had a really small, close group of friends, two other girls. They were my best friends in the entire world. But there was just dealing with my mental health, and then there was just so much rumors that I was hearing about them. And like, you shouldn't always believe rumors that you hear, especially because rumors are just that, they're rumors. But a lot of the things like that I was hearing people say, I was seeing it for myself and everything, and it really sucked because I did care for them so much. And then when I was 16, it was either my sophomore or junior year of high school. The bullying was so bad that well, not only the bullying, but I was depressed. I had undiagnosed anxiety, undiagnosed ADHD, undiagnosed PTSD, agoraphobia, just so much things going on. I had an adjustment disorder. So yeah, I had tried to unalive myself. I can't remember the exact year off the top of my head, but I was at the lowest point in my life. I was self-harming. I was starving myself. I was just having a really, really hard time adjusting to like the fact that I had cancer, but it didn't look like I had cancer because, as you guys know my story, I never went through chemotherapy or radiation. Those treatments just aren't available for me. And where was I? My train of thought. It's really hard for me to talk about these things. And well, ADHD brain too, you guys know. What was I talking about? Give me 1 second. I'll just backtrack. So I did try to unalive myself in high school. I had a boyfriend at the time. I thought he was a very good boyfriend. You know how you always think that like they're the one and everything, but he cheated on me with my high school bully. Whether they slept together or not, that's not I don't know, but they were sending nudes to each other and everything. So I do consider that cheating. And I don't know, it was just rough going through high school, going through like puberty, going through having cancer and everything, and just having trust issues, I guess, with people. But high school was like the peak of my anxiety, depression, and everything like that. But after I was, so I had a grippy sock vacation, as people call it. I got out in less than the 72-hour hold. I don't know how my mom did that, but she got me out of there with the agreement that I was going to go into intensive therapy. I did go into intensive therapy. That's where I was diagnosed with ADHD, general anxiety, PTSD, panic attacks, adjustment disorder, agoraphobia, and then I got put on a ton of medication. I tried like 3 different antidepressants, 3 different anxiety medications. I was put on like Ritalin, Adderall, and I just felt numb. I didn't feel like myself. And while it's great that I did have access to mental health services and everything and medications and everything, it wasn't done properly, you know? They just threw me on medications and was just like, okay, like, as long as you keep taking your medications, we won't put you back in there. And those medications, I truly don't think that they helped me at the time, because I don't think that the healthcare professionals that I had really cared about me, because they had started double charging my mom for sessions and everything, or like saying that, like, oh, you didn't pay this one, when my mom actually did, and all of that. So I stopped going to intensive therapy for about a year, and then I went back, and that's a whole other story actually, so I'm not going to bring that up. And then I stopped going again, and then about a year ago, just over a year ago, after a whole bunch of other stuff happened, I started to go to therapy again. I got a psychiatrist again. I was on ADHD medications for about a year, and anxiety medication. We've been trying different anxiety medications. I've been on medical marijuana for a little bit too. That's been helping with my anxiety and my sleep schedule and everything. And gosh, I just feel so much all over the place. Maybe next time I should like write down like everything that I need to talk about, like, so the timeline is in order, because there's so many things that I've definitely missed. But yeah, I feel like I haven't done this in so long though, even though I just uploaded a video where I just sit and talk with you guys, talk about my life, talk about updates, things that are going on. Like, I enjoy doing this. Like, I love vlogging too, but I don't think I'm very good at it yet. But yeah. So, where were we? We were talking about medications. So currently I take hydroxyzine for anxiety, but that makes me sleep all day. I have medical marijuana. I have gotten off of Adderall and I take a alternative. I'm on alternative treatments or whatever. I don't know what people would call it, but I take Alpha Brain for my ADHD, and I think it's helping. And then it's just, oh yeah, I left my other psychiatrist and I have a new psychiatrist. It's working out okay. I don't quite understand like his scheduling. I guess it's just like I need to take the initiative to schedule with him. So yeah. But and I've been with the same therapist for the last like 2 years. I think I've been seeing her for 2 years. She recently moved off island, but she still sees patients. She kept her practice here in Hawaii, so we do telehealth appointments. So that's been really good for me. And since all of this, like, there's so much more trauma and things that have happened that contributed to my mental health. But since starting therapy and medications and everything, I feel like I've finally taken a step in the right direction. I'm finally consistent with my YouTube channel. I'm finally consistent with other things in my life. I'm really working hard towards my goals and everything, because for the longest time I didn't like making plans for the future too, because I don't know what the future holds, because I'm currently living with cancer inside of me. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. Not knowing is a very scary thing. And like, I'm sure most of you guys know that. Not knowing what's going to happen is a very scary thing. But anyways, this was a very long video. If you guys have any questions, you can comment them down below, DM me on Instagram or whatever. But that is going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you'd like to see more of my videos in the future. And I'll see you guys again soon for another vlog.